Welcome to Centre Apostolique Malien, which means Malian Apostolic Center. We're here in Bamako, the capital city of Mali, which is right now the 10th poorest nation in the world. I invite you to come in and see our center and see what God is doing in this nation.
The government gave this property to us for free a few years ago because every organization has a right to land. In 2007 we started building. First the water tower I'm filming from, then the wall all around. Our original kitchen was located under the metal sheet roof to the left. Then we built the first house coming into view now. We all moved into a few months later. Next we built a dining hall, the furthest building, that we later added living quarters to on the top level. We are currently working on finishing the third building.
Now this big empty space at the other half of our property will be the location for a 3-story building. For the church, the medical center, our school, as well as dorms for 200 people.
This is now a permanent kitchen and allows our cooks, here Elizabeth and Fanta, to take the food straight into the adjacent dining hall. We feed not only the 18 people living on our base, but also a good number of non-resident children whose families are too poor to take care of. The street children sleeping at our base every night also receive 2 meals a day.
This is the first house we built. It only took a couple of months to finish. We moved in here in February of 2008. But let's go see what's inside this house. Now we're in the children's living room where they spend most of the time.
And these are the 13 children currently living with us. Most of them former street children.
My name is Florentin. I am 16.
My name is Moise. I am 16.
My name is Kai. I'm 15.
My name is Jeremy. I'm 15.
My name is Amadou. I'm 11.
My name's Yusuf. I'm 11.
My name is Amma.
I'm 10. My name is Bubakar. I am 10.
My name is Bakari. I'm 8.
My name is Sarada. I'm 6.
My name is
And these are our 17 non-resident children, who we provide with food, schooling, medical attention, and they get to spend time on our base. Both resident and non-resident children can be sponsored for $60 or 40 euros per month.
Here we have a stereo for them to listen to Christian radio, and they also listen to the Bible every morning with the teaching that goes along with it. Then we have a guest room here for now, but this summer we have a widow moving in that will be her room. And right next to it we have a girl's room. Right now we only have 1 girl, Sarada, but this summer 5 more girls will be moving in with the widow. Then we have a bathroom back there and a big cupboard full of games for them to play.
Besides DVDs, we have many games for the children to play, from Duplo to Lego, to puzzles, memory, and of course the ever-present soccer. Here, the older kids are playing their favorite game.
This room here is for one of our ladies and her husband who came back after a long time. And this area here is for them to watch TV, and they even have a PlayStation. Right now Hama is sitting there and watching us carefully. The children also have the time of homework every afternoon, and this is where they do their homework. We were able to get a few school desks, so there is not room for everybody to work. This little cupboard contains a little box for every single team member as well as child that lives here, and even the non-resident children. As you can see, there's their names and they have a lock, and every week we give them their salaries and their pocket money individually to each box, as well as treats when they get them. This little closet in the living room is of great importance, as it contains a lot of information that we all need. we have a little Mayan calendar so we know the holidays in this country. Also, there's a list of chores that every child has to do every day, and we tick off whether they did it or not. Finally, they have a certain Bible passage to read every day, and this list shows them what the passage of the day is. Our timetable is different every day and different in holiday season compared to school season. So thanks to this schedule, everybody always knows what's supposed to come next. And finally, with that many people, it's really hard to know when everybody's birthday is. So this list of birthdays helps us not to forget anyone's birthday, so we can do a nice little party. Every street child receives a card when they come at night. Here we have all the cards of the street children waiting to be handed out when they come in at dusk time. Now we're leaving the children's living room to go over to the boys' door. We have to walk through the kitchen to get there. This kitchen is for ladies during rainy season, so they're able to cook in the dry. This is the boys' room. Right now we have 10 boys sleeping in here, but there's still room to have more bunk beds added, as we plan to take in more children over these next few months. They really made an effort for you, so it looks nice right now. But I can tell you, I wish it looked like that every single day. Every child has a bed. They have a drawer under the bed. Every child also has one shelf for their clothes and personal belongings. We also have more rooms on this side of the building. Right here we have a room for a visitor for our many volunteers who come to help us. And we always need more people for that. Then we have a little storage room over there where we can keep things that our children often need and are moving in packs for new children. And we have a room where our 4 older boys sleep that go to evening school and all have chores on the base. And thankfully we now have a second bathroom for everybody, which was much needed. Now we're leaving the first building and I will take you to our dining hall. Now this is our dining hall. This place is used for many different things. Every night the street children sleep here and spend the night here. Simon, ils sont en train de jeter. Je vais vous donner un autre travail. Je ferai de vous des pêcheurs d'hommes. Aussitôt, ils laissent me filer. We also have our services and prayer meeting in here. And finally, we do everything else where we need space. From celebrations to school to classes, everything is done in this nice big room. Now upstairs we have a little apartment that we built in 2011 for an American family that came to stay for a year. quarters for Paul and his new wife, Claudia. And I have to say, it's a lovely little place up here. We're in the district of Yilmadiu. This is a new part of town. And as you can see, people are building everywhere. Just a few years ago, there was nothing out here. But this city is growing for 200,000 people a year. To the north of our base, we have this beautiful little hill. However, it's also the location of many sacrifices of chickens, other animals, and even children. We go out into our neighborhood from time to time to evangelize and invite people to special events. And not everybody likes us. But still, we see people come, and we see people come to faith as well as being healed. Now you can see our first building again. This is the roof of our first building, and what you see there is the backside of our solar panels. As this part of town is still new, there is no electricity, no water supply, and no telephone lines. So we depend on our solar panels for electricity, as well as our water tower for water. Right now we have 3 vehicles. We have 2 pickup trucks that work some of the time, but we have to repair them quite frequently. And in the summer of 2010 we were so blessed to be able to buy this little bus you see. However, what we did not know is that you don't only need a truck license to be allowed to drive that bus, but also a public transportation license to transfer people with it. And so our children were back on the back of a big pickup trucks, in danger of falling off as we transport them to school. From the location of Amalian toilet, we have a very good view of all that's been built so far. From the dining hall to the very left, the main first building we built, to a construction site. Our third building that we hope to finish within the next few months. Welcome to my house that I moved into in December 2011, just a week before Christmas. We had a wonderful first Christmas here in this living room that was full of people. And I'm very thankful that we now have room to eat together at this beautiful table that I didn't have before. The room you see open there is my office now. And then the pride of the house is the beautiful American kitchen that you see right now. Up on the upper level, I have a beautiful little guest room with porch for anyone who would like to come and visit us. So you're very welcome to stay in this beautiful house and beautiful guest room. I could not do this work without my faithful team. This is Paul, my right-hand man, and the pastor of our 3 churches, and really the person without whom nothing would be running here. In January of 2012, he got married to his wonderful wife, Claudia, right next to him. This is Salim, our driver, who used to live with us at one point, and then came back to drive for us, and he goes to evening school every night. Then we have Cherno, who is our night guard, faithfully watching over us every single night. He is a former street child, as is Adama, Joseph, and Moise. Adama is our helper in gardening and anything that needs to be done around the house. Then we have Joseph, who is our pastoral assistant, helping with anything needs to be done, and he's doing a great job teaching the street children and being a young pastor in training. Then we have Moise, who is now our day guard, watching over us during the day. And finally we have our faithful ladies, Fanta, who has been with us for many years. She's cooking for us twice a day and helping in our household. As well as Rosalie, who comes every morning and every afternoon to help with cooking.
And Elizabeth, Paul's stepmom, who completes our faithful ladies in the kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed your visit to our base in Bamako. Please check our website for more information, current pictures and blogs. And so I leave you with a Malian blessing. Allah Kaduwa Auye.